Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home. Breaking news from the Middle East, where a major development just unfolded. 4 female Israeli soldiers held captive for 15 months by Hamas have been released in exchange for 200 Palestinian prisoners. That's right. We're talking about one of the biggest prisoner swaps in recent history. According to Israel's army spokesman, Rear Adm. Daniel Hagari, the released hostages are now safely back in their hands and are on their way home. But what's interesting is that Hamas had a pretty public display of the young women before their release, which some are calling cynical. You're basically handing over 4 captured soldiers to the world for a prisoner swap. Now, we know Israel's committed to bringing all hostages home, but it's not always easy when negotiations like this one come into play. And let me tell you, these hostages were held captive during some of the most intense fighting between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. We're talking about over 47,000 Palestinians killed, and that number only keeps going up. But what's even more shocking is who's being released. 120 militants serving life sentences after being convicted of deadly attacks against Israelis. That's a pretty daunting list if you ask me. And then there are the others, like Mohammed Odeh, 52, and Wel Qasim, 54, both from East Jerusalem, accused of carrying out multiple Hamas attacks. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what about the ceasefire? Is this really happening? Well, let me tell you. The truce was already in place last weekend, with dozens of Israeli hostages and hundreds of Palestinian prisoners set to be freed. It's all part of a bigger plan to wind down the deadliest and most destructive war ever fought between Israel and Hamas. But here's the thing, not everyone is on board. The Lebanese army says they can't deploy their forces in southern Lebanon as planned because of Israel's procrastination in withdrawal. That's right, folks. The deal was supposed to be complete by Sunday, but it looks like that might not happen after all. And finally, we're seeing crowds gathering in Tel Aviv and Gaza City ahead of this expected swap between Israel and Hamas. I mean, you can't blame people from being excited when their loved ones are coming home. But let's keep our eyes on the prize. What does this really mean for the region? Stay tuned to Israel Attack Alert for more updates on this developing story.